Today we're going to do the best resistance band arm workout ever. We start out using a heavy resistance, something that has you failing in the 10 to 15 reps. The closer to 10, the better. The first exercise up is the low anchor bicep curl. When doing this exercise, it's good to get in the habit of setting your shoulders by pulling them back and down. This keeps you in good posture and works your upper back and scapular muscles with an isometric hold as you perform your curls. One of the advantages of performing your curls first in your workout is that they warm up the elbow, getting them ready for those tricep exercises that tend to aggravate our elbows more. Doing this, along with using bands, is like double protection for our joints. You might have noticed this isn't a full range of motion. What we're doing with these heavy curls is pre-exhausting the first part of the movement, where bands typically provide the least resistance. The resistance should be heavy enough that you can't curl it much farther than halfway, and you're reaching failure in under 15 repetitions. So heavy, you can't go over 15 even using part reps. You need to be making intensity faces or you're not lifting heavy enough. I recommend doing 4 sets and resting 30 to 60 seconds between sets, keeping the pace high. Next up is heavy tricep pushdowns. I like to connect the bands together for greater control, and I do them with palms down or in the prone position. To improve the range of motion, you need to lean forward, roughly in line with the bands, keeping your back straight and your butt back to counterbalance. It's easier to stabilize with your torso straight upwards, but there's virtually no range of motion. Here you can see my lower back and lats are working to help stabilize during the pushdowns. This ability to stabilize ourselves while doing work translates well into day-to-day life. Again, we do this for 4 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions, always working toward trying to do more reps and progressively increasing the resistance as we're ready. To build your arms, you need to build your entire body. What I mean by this is you'll very seldom see a guy my size with 18-inch arms unless he's some kind of genetic freak or putting synthol in them. To get bigger arms, I need to add muscle to my entire body. To do this, I have to be in a calorie surplus. Now, if you're carrying a fair bit of excess body fat, then you already have your surplus and you can build muscle even in a slight calorie deficit. Biceps and triceps are perfect for a superset, and that's what's up next. First, we're doing curls with the anchor behind us and our arms behind our back. This works the biceps in the stretch position, so we need to step far enough away from the anchor that we feel a good stretch in the bicep before even starting the curl. We get the fullest possible range of motion with this exercise. I've talked about this before, and this exercise is one of the places I like to use it. I like to have the band on the inside of my palm, closest to my body, to make the bicep work harder to keep it in the supinated position. It's a great little intensity technique. This exercise works both heads of the bicep, but it emphasizes the long head, which is the one that gives us that bicep peak. Use a resistance that brings you into the 15 to 20 range. This is important as you'll find this resistance feels much harder on the overhead tricep extension, which is the exercise we're supersetting it with. This movement works the triceps in the stretch position. Something we should always try to do when we're putting together a workout is to choose exercises that work the muscle in both the fully contracted and stretched positions. I'll post the entire workout at the end of the video for you to screenshot. For our next superset, we're going to get double the benefit by working both our forearms and biceps at the same time with a reverse grip curl. This move emphasizes the brachioradialis while also effectively working the biceps. From here, we go back to tricep extensions, except this time we're using a neutral grip and keeping the bands apart so we can bring our arms behind our back to get a complete contraction on the long head of the tricep, the largest of the 3 heads. This superset will be high rep within 15 to 20. Allow a minute's rest between sets. Nothing caps off a great set of arms like perfectly developed shoulders. Watch this video next to get your copy of the perfect shoulder resistance band workout and use it to keep working out while having fun. This is Lawrence from Fit and 50. We'll talk to you again in the next one.